Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the From the Bank podcast. I am here with my co-hosts today, Amber and John, and to usual, let's say hi, I'm too shy. And today, I'm going to give you a bit of context as we go into this. Right? After From Banking, we have a Google Doc full of just random ideas to talk about on the podcast. We've got like 7, so you're filled for a while. Right? Now, a couple of random ones on there, which can be quite funny to talk about, but are too short to make one episode. So that's what this episode is, just a bunch of random little topics that we're going to talk about, have a laugh about, at a very dumb podcast, probably. So you're in for a good one. That's all I'm saying. I will get the first question up. So now it is on my phone. I need to actually get it up. That's a good question up before we start recording. Hey, so we'll go from the first one to the last one on numbers. So number 22 on the list. I'll let you start with this one, Amber. Drivers would like to have a pint with, bracket, Arran, it's a fruit shoot.
Yes.
I'll have to drink, everybody.
Yeah. Well, you shouldn't have said that because now all the alcohol offers we're going to get through sponsorships or from drivers who come on, you're just not going to be able to partake in. Drivers, I will.
18 now, let's read them.
Drivers, I would like to have a pint or a fruit shoot with Jason Plato, Kimi Räikkönen, Antonio Giovinazzi, Arthur Leclerc, although he kind of feels, to me, he's more of a wine guy. Max Verstappen, Nick Cassidy, Liam Lawson, Connor and Jack Shanahan, who are drift drivers. Pato Award, Oscar Piastri, Colton Herta, James Hunt, and Kelly Rovanpera.
We shouldn't have told Amber this question in advance, should we?
That's quite a big list, Amber.
Yeah, I've thought about this for a while.
Why are those people on your list?
As my cat flushes the toilet in the background.
That's a smart cat.
I know. Every driver that I've listed there has some sort of different quality or different thing that I would want to talk to them about. Jason Plato, I think I would just want to talk to him about life, to be honest. Just want to talk to him about life, talk to him about, his rivalry with Matt Neal, because, that sort of dominated touring cars for a while. Kimi Räikkönen, nice man. Again, want to talk about his career. Yeah. He seems like a cool bloke, and just saying I've gone for a pint or a fruit shoot.
I kind of think the conversation with Kimi Räikkönen would be, so Kimi, how you doing? Right.
Exactly.
What do you want to drink, Kimi? I don't really care.
Exactly. So you can just buy him whatever. You could buy him a Beck's Blue and just put it into a glass and be like, there you go. You wouldn't know, Arran, you wouldn't know what a Beck's Blue is, will you?
No, the first to me, it just needs to have ice in it as far as more.
Beck's Blue is a non-alcoholic version of Beck's Lager.
I have no idea.
Anyway.
I don't know alcohol. Doing about half an hour podcast.
Yeah, this is going to be great.
Right, I will crack on to my one.
Yes.
I have not put any thought into this whatsoever. I'll come up with 3 down off the top of my head, and I'll give you reasons for them all. And Arse, because I reckon he's tapped out at the bar of a fruit shoot. He just sort of comes off with that guy to me, to be honest.
Yeah.
Ronan Pearson, because it's just a goal, let's be for real. Ronan Pearson, know that. Definitely not delusional. I love you, Ronan. And finally, I'm split on this one. I did look at them all, actually, give me an idea. Seth, dead or alive, I didn't mention at the start, but Jim Clark would be an interesting one to talk to.
Yeah. You know who else would be good to have a pint with or a fruit shoot with? Apologies, John, you may already have him. Tom Ingram.
Ingram would be quite interesting.
Yeah.
Ingram and Sutton, imagine them both together on a pint. They're quite funny.
Yeah. They would also be brilliant to have a pint with.
It wouldn't be like a rivalry ride, it would just be fun to watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, these Justin G ones.
Well, first of all, I want to apologise to everyone for the quality of my uploading, because I'm not, as you can tell, I am not where I normally am. I'm sitting in a car in the middle of a car park in the middle of Paisley. So my first one I'd like to have a drink with is going to be Oscar Piastri, because I think sitting down with Oscar might be quite an intelligent conversation. I'd love to sit down with Jackie Stewart, because some of the stories that guy would have would be unbelievable. Same idea as you, Amber. I'd love to sit down with Kimi Räikkönen, just because I think that would be such a interesting conversation, or lack of. Jenson Button, because I kind of grew up with the guy, if you know what I mean. We're kind of similar ages. He was racing when I was into it and all that kind of stuff. And here's one that Mikey Doble, mainly because we've had him on the podcast and we had a really good conversation. It'd be really nice to sit down with him, and he seems like a very genuine guy. And
we need to do that at touring cars this year.
Yeah, I think so. That if he's up for it, that'll be a good one down at the Paddock Club. And my last one You might not know him, Amber, you might remember him, and it's David Taylor Pickett from the miniseries.
Yeah,
Right.
He seems like he'd be a bit of a laugh.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he raced last year, Aaron, so you might not have seen him in assembly, to be fair. But I think he's more down south now, but he seems like a really like down to earth kind of just your average guy you'd meet in the pub and crack a conversation and have a game of darts with.
Aye.
I think you could as well. Who do you want to play darts with next?
I don't actually have a list for that. I should.
And I think if I couldn't get any, if I had to pick one as my top, it would probably have to be Oscar Piastri, in all honesty, because I think that'd be a cracking intellectual conversation with him.
Yeah.
I think for my top one, I'm very split between Jim Clark and Lando, because Clark could be he'd be very interesting to talk to. Lando would just be a brilliant laugh, you know? I mean,
see, I don't know. I've seen what some of that Drive to Survive, and I've seen some of his recent interviews, and I think for the cameras he looks quite happy-go-lucky and stuff, but I think he could be quite short and quite sharp if you're actually sitting down having a drink with the guy. But that's just my take on it.
I don't know where to find out, Lan.
Yeah, there's only one way to find out, Lando. Get in contact with us. We will get you into a pub up here. For me, out of the people I've listed who I would really want, like if I could only have maybe one or two people, it's a tie between obviously Kimi Räikkönen and Jason Plato, I'd say.
Hopefully, if any of them are listening to this, I think Jason would probably be the better bet, because Kimi would just get bored halfway through and say,
aye. Aye. But also Jason would always be leaving the pub to take a fag break.
Aye. Plus, he's got a team that he needs to promote, so he'll be wanting to talk about it all the time.
Exactly. Nah. Jason, if somehow you are watching and you do want to join us and Mikey Doble at the Paddock Cafe, you are more than welcome.
Right. That leads us nicely onto the next one, number 23. If you should have dinner with 6 drivers, dead or alive, who would you pick and why? First of all, I was 6 down on the the ideas list. How many are we saying for drivers? How many drivers?
For me, it'd be whoever's picking up the tab, because if you're going out with 6s, it's going to be quite expensive.
Yeah. See, for that, you need a Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah.
God.
I'm just going to stick with... I'm going to go with 5. I reckon 5 is a nice round number.
Okay. Don't you ask the question again, then? If you ask the question again and just say 5 instead of 6, and it just means we could just, instead of having all the wee bits...
If you could have dinner with 5 drivers, dead or alive, who would you have dinner with and why? So, Amber, I'll let you kick this one off.
So, my 5 would be Michael Schumacher for no real reason needed. Niki Lauda, again, no real explanation needed. They are 2 icons of sport. I would also go for Catherine Legg. She is the first woman to win a major open wheel race in North America and currently holds the record for the fastest qualifying effort by a woman in the Indy 500. So again, just want to talk to her about that. I'm a big fan of IndyCar and the 500 in general, so fantastic. Lil Lombardi, she is the first woman to score F1 points. So again, really would be a really interesting person to talk to and to hear her story. And my 5th and final one would be, it's another female, but it's a name that I didn't know until quite recently. And I only found out thanks to BR Racing on Instagram who she was. It's Sarah Fisher. She has got the most Indy 500 starts of any woman. She's the first female IndyCar team owner and race winner as team owner, and the youngest woman to compete in the Indy 500. So again, a lot of North American IndyCar stars there, but I don't know much about IndyCar, and I've always seen it as sort of a big male-dominated sport. So to talk to some of the women there, and of course with Lila Lombardi being the icon that she is, and same with Schumacher and Lauda, I think it would be a nice, cool, interesting dinner with everyone talking to everyone and sharing stories.
Yeah.
Arran.
Actually, I've not actually got any planned answers, so I've just got off my head. No, I've got to think now. David Coulthard would be an interesting one to talk to. But just have them. So let's go David Coulthard.
He would be good to have a pint with. David Coulthard, he'd be great to have a pint with.
Yeah, so Coulthard, Jackie Stewart, Jim Clark. Who else can I think of? I'm gonna say Ronan Pearson, and who's the last one? Gordon Shedden, why not? Because I'm a full Scottish motorsports tonight. That'd be fun as hell. That'd actually be brilliant to watch.
Oh yeah.
There's a bunch of motorsport drivers that are all Scottish. So
Yeah, just just entire Scottish gibberish the entire time.
right, John, leads on to you then.
So I've went more of the motorsport world as opposed to just drivers. Excuse me. So the first person I'd like to sit down for a meal with would be Bono from Mercedes. I think he'd be quite a bit of a laugh. James Vowles, again, because you'd have some really good conversation. Fernando Alonso, because I reckon he's eaten in some of the best places and he'd have some really good menu advice.
Yeah.
Especially if we were in Spain or somewhere like that.
Oh, yeah. You would know all the good spots.
Rest in peace, Colin McRae. I'd love to get some tips on driving. Especially just driving, probably more from his Subaru days than his Ford days. I know a lot of people know him from the Subaru, a lot of people know him from the Ford. Me personally, I preferred him when he was in his Subaru days. And the last person I'd like to sit down and have a meal with would probably be David Addison.
Yeah.
After watching the interview that you two did, I think he would be great to sit down and have a meal with.
Oh yeah.
He
was great on the interview, but
well, yeah, right. So that's an interesting one there.
Corporate head. Got my corporate head on.
Right, I'm going to follow that question up for this one, actually. What restaurant would it be at?
I'll go with this one first because I'll go with this one first because I know what I like. It's either going to be one of two. So it would be any local restaurant serving authentic food in Thailand, or a buffet like China Buffet King or something. World Buffet or something like that.
All right, yeah. Amber?
It would probably have to be a Chinese restaurant because I think Chinese just as a concept, as a deal, kind of gets people sharing, gets people talking because there is this sort of thing of, oh, I ordered this, let's put it on the table. So that automatically gives you something to talk about and kind of has that sort of nice sort of vibes to it. John, I'm pretty sure you'll know more what I'm on about.
My restaurant, this is purely because I think it'd be really funny to see some of the most famous Scottish racers of all time go into this restaurant, sit down and eat with it being fully booked out. The Harvester. Just because of how funny. I think you're sitting in the house with your family on a nice dinner and you look over your shoulder. Oh my god, it's too hot.
Hey, Liz, do you want to come out for a bite to eat? Where are we going? Going to Harvester, mate. And you could be like, no, John, no. We're going to Spoons.
Oh, God. You know where else would be great to bring like F1 legends like Schumacher, Lauda, etc., McDonald's or KFC or something like that.
No, we need to take Jim Clark to McDonald's because that would be.
Yep.
So I would love to see Jim Clark his reaction to Happy Meal.
Oh yeah.
Tell me it would be hilarious.
You know something though, just from the law of averages, there's got to be some really famous drivers that have went to McDonald's. There's got to be just from the law of averages.
There's got to be.
It wouldn't surprise me if somebody like Lando in like F2 or something just like walked up to McDonald's on a race weekend. He probably hasn't, but both people do it. Probably him.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're looking for like social stars and podcast stars and YouTube stars, then I always go down to Dunfermline in the morning on race weekend for a cappuccino. 5 o'clock in the morning, just go through the drive-through.
Right.
So, if you want to meet John, Dunfermline, 5 a.m. on a race weekend.
That's it.
If you want to find me, go watch Academy FC play some football game, and I'll probably end up being there because I mask.
Speaking of football games, you never came onto Xbox yet and played me.
Yeah, I know. After this, I'm walking around F1 25. I'm going to spank you.
Well, guess what? See, after this, I'm going to be driving home.
I don't know. Meet you in London.
You know what? Do you know what? I'll cheat because I'll get my daughter to play. I'll get Leah to play it instead because she can whip anyone at that game.
You don't let's go.
Are you a stick man or are you a racing sim man?
I've just got control. I used to have a stick, but I have a control.
He's a stick man.
So question 30 on the list. Not question. You get the point, right? First question on the episode. Why insert driver here would make a great PM. So if anybody not in the UK watching it, PM is Prime Minister, which is be probably better explaining it than a 15-year-old lad.
John, you're probably better explaining it than a 24-year-old girl.
You need to repeat the question, Arran. I didn't hear it right.
Right. So why ex-driver would make a great PM / Prime Minister?
Kimi Räikkönen, because he doesn't give a what anybody thinks, and he'll do, and he's Icelandic, so no Icelandic, Finnish, so he'll do what's right for the people, because that's what Finnish people are like. Not like the Tangerine Tyrant for the USA. He's just yeah. I think Kimi Räikkönen would be a great PM, and if not Kimi Räikkönen, probably Jenson Button.
Fair.
Sorry for interrupting your messages there, guys. Sorry, I apologise.
Good. It was just my birth control alarm. It's fine. It can wait.
See, I understand that, but I think that's went right over his head.
Yeah.
No, just
kind of gone along the similar lines. John, I've said Jason Plato would make a great Prime Minister. Because he's very much like Kimi Räikkönen. He's not afraid to let his true feelings out. He will tell someone to fuck off if needed. You're welcome for the bleep, John.
Do you know what? I don't even notice in the last couple of episodes I've given up bleeping now. I just let it go. Because YouTube doesn't pick up. See if there's only one or two, YouTube doesn't pick up on it, so I'm fine.
Not fair.
See, I'm just like, well, it's like 5 minutes left.
He's got a lot of leadership qualities. He's obviously fantastic in an interview. He'll get things done and, sort of commands respect and loyalty, whether you want to give it to him or not.
Right.
Maybe we could, maybe somebody could get Christian Horner into doing it. Because he's not got a job to do, is he? He could be as well doing a PM.
God, please no.
Right.
Arran, who's your pick for Prime Minister and why?
I'm going to give you a story with this one to explain my choice, right? So if you flash your mind back to Miami, I think it was 23-ish? Or 24. I think it was Martin Brundle trying to interview somebody. That'd be great. Is it Martin Brundle that's a grid?
Yes.
Martin Brundle, yeah.
And they're going for the anthems. So they're like, that's fine, I'll get into it. I said to Jackie Stewart. Jackie Stewart goes, "What do you want him? I'll go get him." Like,
the Roger Federer interview.
Don't trouble me. Gets him. Jackie Stewart would be a brilliant Prime Minister. Just tell me he wouldn't be.
Was that not the same time when they wouldn't let Martin buy the rope either? And Jackie Stewart went, "No, let him in."
Yeah.
Yeah. They weren't allowed past the rope when they're doing the anthems. And Jackie Stewart went, "Oh, I don't care, I'm Jackie Stewart." And just went and got him.
Yeah.
To be fair, no, he is Jackie Stewart. I mean, you can't really say Jackie, not allowed to. He's Jackie Stewart. I think.
Yeah.
I've got a question.
So Jackie Stewart. God.
Oh no.
That's all right. So Formula One lanyards. They are green ones that say paddock on them. The team ones have different coloured ones, right? And some people have lanyards that are all red. Who are the only people that are allowed to wear red lanyards in the Formula One paddock?
Media.
No, media's purple.
Drivers.
Sorry, Arran?
The drivers?
Nearly. So the red lanyard from... Sorry?
The Junior Series drivers.
No. So watch it this weekend when you're watching China, and there'll be some drivers that have got a normal pass, and there'll be some drivers that have a totally red pass. It just says red. You're only allowed to wear, those passes are given out, and it is a lifetime pass for the only people that have won a world championship, which is why Martin Brundle has a different coloured one to Jenson Button, because Jenson Button, as we know, won it in 2009, so he has a lifetime pass to Formula One.
So,
there you go.
Amber, what colours was Piastri's pass?
I have to look it up.
It'll probably be red and white, because I think the drivers were red and white, if I remember right.
Yeah. Lando's just purely red.
No, Lando's is red and white because he's still a driver. But you only get the pure red ones when you retire from the sport. I know, but you only get the pure red ones when you retire from the sport, so your moment didn't make any sense.
You can't have a pure red one if you're still driving because you're not a current driver. The red one is only for people that don't race anymore.
Right. I'm remixing this question because each one might be 10 minutes. We've got like 3 minutes till the next one. Yes, I'm time in minutes. So let's say the same question again, but make it a touring car driver.
I mean, mine's already a touring car driver. Mine was Jason Plato.
Make it a different touring car driver.
I've got some really cool side lighting from this car park light here. Hello.
I cannot see. Oh, wait, there we go. Right.
Other touring car driver, Daniel Rowbottom. There you go.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. I'd see Roman be Prime Minister. Do you want to racing at this point?
Arran, who's your touring car driver for Prime Minister?
See, I'm asking questions, or think about what I'm going to answer for it. Give me Ronan Pearson. Why not?
For God's sake, man.
He's Ronan Pearson.
Are we talking current drivers here or just any drivers? Touring
Any
current
driver.
drivers? Any driver, right? Okay.
Any driver.
Okay. Was it me to
Nigel
answer?
Mansell, what else? Yes, it's you to answer.
Oh, it was me to answer. I'm going to go with Tom Onslow Cole because I don't know the guy. I don't know what he's like, but he's got to be better than what we've got currently.
Yeah.
I know Darren's qualities.
Nigel Mansell would also be good because he was a touring car driver, so he would also.
Nigel Mansell is also still currently a serving constable in the Isle of Man.
Mm-hmm.
The label constable in the first place.
See, he was
Right.
he's a special constable, so it's basically like a freebie bolus, and they don't have to do paperwork.
Right.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Right. So
It's
that's
kind of like the TA for the Polus.
So number 32. What junior series drivers deserve a shot in the big seats? Amber, I'll let you start. Don't tell her list off 100 junior drivers.
Damn it. Theo Porcher, Leo Leonardo Fornaroli, Abby Pooling, Alicia Palmowski, Ayuma Owasa, who's in Super Formula at the moment. I don't know if these next two count as junior series, but I have put them in anyway. Joe Tanner and Jamie Osborne.
Okay. Is that the list?
That is the list.
Right, that is the list. If you have to choose one out of all of them to be like your main driver for it, who would it be? Okay, but is she not F1 Academy? I will say.
Yep.
Yes. They were born knowledge everywhere.
How junior are we going here, by the way? We're going all the way back to karting, or are we just...
You can go to karting if you want.
Yeah.
I'm the only karting drivers.
It's my turn. That's fine.
I'm not sure how good he is.
Is it my turn?
Arran.
Not a long junior series drivers deserve a big seat shot. I think you can all see this one coming. Nathan Edwards. No! The guy is so good! Get him in the touring cars! So yeah, Nathan Edwards, who else? Lloyd. I reckon quite quick. Chuck around F3 should do quite well. Elwood's quite interesting actually. That was why I probably should have said for like the dinner one, because she's quite an interesting person. Just for listeners, in case you remember, Lloyd actually started in cars. I think she did ski jumping first. She did some.
Hopefully not in the car.
This is like a F1 Academy card, and it's like
yeah, just like little skis on it.
Either that or she's a new Top Gear presenter because they like doing that in Top Gear.
Right. So yeah, Ellen Lloyd originally did, I want to say ski jumping. I'm going to commit to ski jumping before she ended up doing cars. So that's the interesting fun fact of the day. And that's not part of the series, no. I'm saying one I love my TikTok. Have that. But yeah, she's quite interested in sort of look into how she started racing. Who else can I think of? Because I'm like 8 and I feel like we can match that some way, somehow.
And 7 actually. So
Fiona McLaughlin.
Yeah.
Fiona McLaughlin, he is quick. Like, I reckon he'll do quite well on F3 this year.
If we ignore Australia.
Shut up. just give me this. Yeah, Fiona McLaughlin, who else can I think of? I'll go with Leonardo Fornaroli, because he's a good driver. He won F2, didn't he?
He won F2 and F3 back to back.
There's no seat for him. I mean, to grab like that, you should really be able to find a seat in F1, but you've got really about time of it, really.
Stop kicking your desk, I can hear it.
Shut up. The final one, let's give it to Dorian Pan. That was, oh my god, Dorian Pan. She's quite quick. I think she should put an effort.
Well, she's in Le Mans this year with the Iron Dames, so
yeah.
I think that's, to be honest, I think that's where she wants to be, is not in single seaters, in working with the Iron Dames. So, but Dorian, you're more than welcome to come onto the podcast and prove me wrong.
Oh, quite cool.
John,
right. Who are yours?
Well, I'll be honest. I'm probably not as invested in a lot of the more junior formulas as you two are, so I'm going to go with Kales Cole because I think she's put the work in, and I think she earned. I think
kills.
Yeah, I
Apparently,
forgot.
Kills, you know, a big shot. That's for me.
I think I've
Yeah.
seen some of the stuff she's put on from the sprint weekend that she put on.
Hmm.
I'm gonna really make her sound horrible when I say this, but for such a wee person to do something such, but I know she had a lot of backing and stuff, but it was her idea and she's organised it. She's went out and done all the socials for it. She's obviously driving really well in GB4, and I think if we go up to the F formulas, probably your Porsche fella, he's probably the best one out of that lot. But yeah, my main one's going to be Kales because I think she was willing. Well, she was willing to come and talk to us on the podcast as well. But she's a great driver, and I think she's earned a spot in F1 Academy now. I think it's just the financial side of it that she needs to sort out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, uniforms are quite interesting to watch as well, because like,
Yeah.
if you are someone who just watches like Formula One, like, it's not going to take a dig at you, John, just to make sure. But if you do watch like F1 and that, like F2, F3 are actually quite insane to watch. I mean, even like the F3 sprint last weekend was like something else. I mean,
Mhm.
I'm not about the crash happened. The crash was mental. Really sharp. Get better soon, bro. But yeah, like even the 8 laps leading up to that were brilliant racing, back and forth. You know, they're constantly fighting it out. It's exactly what racing should be like. 30 cars out there just sending it. It's great fun to watch. But like even like stuff like Knockel as well, aren't in junior series as much. They can be considered a junior series, I guess. But they're quite good to watch well. I think everyone who's been to Knockel, save the Legends, are one of the best series I've ever watched.
Yeah.
I'm not doing the lead host here. Fire on.
I'm going to say something.
My ass is on fire at the moment because I forgot to turn my heated seats off, and it takes them forever to cool down. And yes, that will hit into one of the shots. My ass is on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Right. Next up, we've got some Motorsport hot takes. Arran.
Motorsport hot takes. Right.
I see I'm the only one who actually prepared for this. Wonderful.
No, that's the point. That's the fun of the game, though, isn't it? You don't go for it, and you got your fun answers coming out of it. Except Michael Jules.
What's? Yeah. Excuse me. What's a hot take?
Hot take is an unpopular opinion. E.g., like put Gabriel Bortoleto in the McLaren and win a world championship. People probably won't agree with that. That's a hot take. Right. So my hot take is, if you took Nathan Edwards and put him in a accelerate car, like put him in a car on par with Tom Ingram's, he would podium in his first weekend in touring cars. That is my hot take.
Don't know enough about the guy to argue it, so yeah, sure.
Yeah.
On.
I reckon he's just quick, you know? Like, both times he's got up to Knockel, he's got pole position. Both times he's got up to Knockel, he's won a race. I need to start watching Nathan in person more often, because I can't watch them IRL. He's won a race. You're like, flying out there in one of your races, bro, you know? I'll happily go and turn car package for a year. Happily. But yeah, he's a quick driver. Yeah, like I said before, he deserves a shot in touring cars. I reckon he'd do really well if we got a shot in touring cars. Yeah, you haven't seen him before on TikTok. He's a funny guy as well. Yeah, I reckon it's quick sell. Give him a shot. I'm a yours.
Fair. John.
I was going to say I'd probably put Nick Hamilton in a Napa car. I reckon if Nick Hamilton was in a Napa car, he might actually get on the podium, which would be amazing for him.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. I can see where you're coming from.
At least somebody can. Amber, what's your hot take?
Oh, how many is there? Do you want a bubble or under 5?
What?
No, I will just go for one.
You've only got one?
No, I've got a lot, but I will only say one. Okay, Formula E drivers are more skilled than F1 drivers. Porsche is going.
I think Amber's spot on with that because a Formula One car goes from 0 to 100 in, say, I don't know, 3 seconds, right? Just as anything. With an electric car, it's instant. You're like, boom, off.
Yeah, but that's the car. That's not the driver, is it? I mean, yes, drivers have to deal with that, but I would say, like, if you put...
Yeah, but these cars have got better throttle response than the Formula One cars, so they've got to be better drivers to handle them. Saying that, who was it? Was it Bortoleto at the weekend there? He had a cracking save when that Mason Bulls basically stopped on the grid. Who was it again? Was it Bortoleto?
Franco Colapinto.
Colapinto. I knew it was one of the O's. I knew it was one of the...
Aye.
Yeah, no, Colapinto was crazy with how quick that was.
Plus the
and
fact
like I said, we all needed to give Franco Colapinto a break. We needed to give him time. We needed to let him go for his first full season in F1. And look, he's getting better. Sorry.
No. If I'm right, all Formula E tracks are street tracks, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, some
so they are
some
they
of
are
them
constantly
are
And then they can go, and it's more, I think it's actually, I've been watching some of them since you've been mentioning it, and I find it quite exciting because they can go inside buildings because there's no fumes and stuff.
Yeah.
But they do have the concrete walls on 90% of all their tracks. You stick the Formula One guys into street circuits with high walls, and you've got Charles Leclerc at Baku that goes into the side goes, I am stupid. We know that, but maybe it was the water. I don't know. But
Maybe.
you put them on these street tracks and they don't do it. Whereas the Formula E guys have got to do it constantly. Do you know what I mean? Because every race has got these walls on it. The cars are more blisteringly fast than Formula One cars. I've seen the YouTube videos where they've had drag races, and yes, the Formula One car will eventually overtake it. But it's just the way they're limited in Formula E. But I think they're tighter circuits as well. They're narrower circuits and more twisty, and so you've got to have the reflexes much more and stuff.
Sorry, just cut Max Brown to call into there for a second, remember. That is the. I don't mean this in a bad way, right? That is the only thing Franco's done well with that weekend. Like, you made a good save. Fair play, give you that, Michael. Well done.
I didn't watch Australia.
16 cars.
I didn't watch Australia, so all I know is his good save.
Here's the thing then. Here's the thing then, Arran, right? So in Australia, at the front of the grid, between Leclerc and George, there was something like 25 overtakes or something in the first 10 laps.
Yeah, something like that. So it was a bit
something like that. But the move of the whole day that everybody was talking about was that move off the grid when he never smashed into the back of Liam Lawson.
Well, yeah, but then again, you can go with the same thing with Formula 2. Monaco in 2023, when Hadji almost went to the back of him there. Granted, again, brilliant save. But then having a good moment doesn't correlate to a good result, does it?
But we're only in race one of the year. We've had one race, right? One race in 2026. And the move of the race and the save of the race was Colapinto.
Yeah. And trust me.
I'd argue the moment of the race for me was Leclerc.
Don't you dare say what I think you're going to say.
Oh, no. See, that wasn't the key thing is, he retired before the race. Like, if I was information map, I'd count it, sorry. It was like half an hour before the race, which is...
I have to admit, when you look down the timing sheets and you see, like, Fernando Alonso's and that, and they were DNFs, Oscar was a DNS, but did not start. I get that. But then, at the time, everyone, even Crofty was slagging him off on the telly, but I think after they've looked into it and they found out that it was because there's no MGUH or MG whatever it is anymore, he got instant torque on the back wheels, which spun him out.
Yeah.
That would have done to anybody, even Colapinto.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be honest, though, just for the sake of annoying Amber, I'm not going to say that's the reason. I mean, for the sake of obviously, that's the reason, but yeah. Anyways, what we're talking about. So we're talking about F1, hot takes. I mean, you had more. Let's hear that.
Yes, this one is I don't know how much you guys will know about this. Porsche is going to regret leaving the hypercar class in the World Endurance Championship.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that.
Yeah. Never watched a race in my puff, but yeah, I'll agree with that.
I asked Chris for some, and that was one of his. So, like, he's a big...
See, this is why we have such a variety of different hosts, because you've got ones that like one thing and ones that go into other things and ones that go into other things.
Exactly.
It's like this fuck calls me, you know. I mean, what's happened?
Here's one that you will be able to comment on. Ferrari regret dropping Carlos Sainz.
Yes.
To be honest, I don't think that's a hot take anymore.
I don't think that will happen this year, though, because I don't think Sainz is going to get the results that he thinks in this year, because Williams are so far behind at the minute.
Yeah, I mean, if we're looking on last year alone, Ferrari will have regretted that to Hamilton.
Yeah.
But if we have seen at the start of the season, Hamilton has come out firing. You know, he is rapid this season.
I mean, I'm basing it off last season, so...
Yeah,
right, okay.
He was right there first race. I reckon this season will be a good season. Maybe we'll title, maybe the 8th. We don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Maybe.
Yeah, we're going off last season, and yeah, it's not hot take over.
But do you think Carlos Sainz would have done better than Lewis Hamilton last year?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not Amber. Yeah, the point.
But was it more Lewis's talent last year, or was it the car? Because if it was the car, then would Carlos really have done any better?
I would say it was Lewis, not the car. And I know I've just angered a lot of Hamilton fanboys by saying that, but yes, it was definitely... Yeah, but anyway,
Right.
my next
on
hot
that. Hold on.
take.
I want to.
Can you imagine the language if Carlos Sainz got the strategy calls that Lewis Hamilton got? He was quite professional with it.
Yeah.
Ferrari last season was shambles as well. I mean, if we're talking about was it the car or Lewis, I'm going to say a bit of a mix because I reckon Lewis has had a really bad season. His morale was quite low and everything. But then again, if Carlos was in that car, he's had that car for the last
3 years?
I think it was at that point. So
Yeah.
of course he's going to do better in it. If he's had the car for that amount of time, because he'd be more used to it in this. But then again, I think it was just been the off season for Lewis. He probably could have done better. But then again, drivers have seasons, but they're just not.
Do you think then they maybe signed Lewis for the sponsorship money over anything else? Because he comes with a lot of money.
It's definitely a possibility. I mean, if I was Ferrari, I would have waited till 26 to sign it. If it was possible, at least. I'm not sure. Also, I'm not contract negotiated for Formula 1, so I don't know how it works. But if it was possible to go the extra year until sign it for this season, I think that would be better because then it wouldn't be a whole getting used to a car that they've had for the last 3 years.
Sorry, I've missed off one of my drivers I'd like to go for a pint with and have a meal with.
All right, go on.
Valtteri Bottas.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That's a bad one to ask. And also, just want to talk about F1 before we go on to the next topic. Can I mention how unlucky was Isaac Hadjar? He was doing so well, and then he just gets the engine failure.
Oh, did he?
It's the luck of motorsport, mate, isn't it? It can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it was P4 he was in, and the engine failed in the back straight on like lap 11, I want to say.
But that not happen? But think about it as well. Remember, this time last year, it was Isaac Hadjar that went out on the formation lap going to the grid, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And look where he is now, and it just so happens that his engine decided to give up this year, so it's just the luck of the draw, isn't it?
Yeah. Everyone just keep Isaac away from Australia. He's not having a good time over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep your eye on Hadjar this year, by the way. I think that boy could do well.
Yeah. Hadjar's definitely got potential to do well. I reckon if Red Bull produce a good car in the next few years with these relegations, he will definitely be there. I reckon it could be a title challenge there. I think we'd all love to see Isaac Hadjar be world champion. I thought it was that. But yeah.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at what you said there. I got a message up on my phone. You know how Ellie and the missus are in Morocco now?
Aye.
Yeah.
So in Morocco, every night at sunset, they play like a chime to let everybody know it's sunset because it's Ramadan now.
Mm-hmm.
They just put the sirens on and Ellie ducked down and ran into the hotel thinking they were getting fucking bombed.
Jesus.
God.
Anyway, sorry, that was my story.
On that note, winning junior series, so F2 and F3 doesn't matter anymore in terms of like moving up into Formula 1.
We will?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, we'll take, right. What's that? What?
Yeah, we're not done. I've got a lot of hot takes, man.
Right, come on, let's go. Hit it.
I've just said it.
Right, we're doing this as last hot takes. My brain's not working with it. What did you say? I missed it.
Open your ears, man. Winning junior series, i.e. F3, doesn't matter anymore.
Not any matter.
One last hot take and then I will shut up, I promise. Drivers from all series should do a weekend marshalling when they renew their licenses. Not like it's not
fucking yes.
like it's not optional. It's they have to do it when they renew their license with
to get their
UK
license.
or whatever
They should do at least 1 day's marshalling, and to make it even better, at Not Kill on a wet day when it's blowing it early.
I think it's a good idea. Like, if we're saying there's nothing with it, it's like
great idea.
if we're saying like ignoring the other factors that come with that, then yeah, great idea. Give me an idea. Happy. No, right, yeah. That leads us on to our final debate. Not a debate question, well, a bit debate. You get the point, right? 73. If you could change one thing about Not Kill, what would you change?
More recovery units.
Something that's boring. I'm joking.
Wow.
John, what's yours?
Central heating in the marshals' huts.
Yes. I can see that. In total, I should really say a total upgrade of the marshal huts, because it would be great to have a timing screen in the marshal hut, all the marshals hut wind and watertight. No, it can't always be done. There's a cost thing involved in that, and central heating or some sort of heating in the marshals huts with it, and electricity plugs so you can keep your phones charged and that during the day. I want to say I'm just going to use the assembly one as an example here. In assembly, I'm pretty sure it's broken on the marshals. I'm not sure who. We have a heater in there, so we are like we do have that.
But say, oh well, good for you.
Wait,
No one else
It's not the
does.
small ones, no. So if you want it, you got like cover hands on it like that.
Still, no one else does. So good for you.
And we do have electricity in there. We have like
Again,
for that.
good for you. We didn't.
I know. I'm just saying. It needs a bit more because of the benefits, you know.
Just you wait, boy. Just you wait till you're out
Oh,
in
yeah.
the banking.
Just wait, I'm marshalling from the banking.
Hey,
Southerly wind and howling rain, and you're going to post 7
oh yeah.
because there's nowhere to hide from the weather on post 7, mate. Nowhere.
My one thing that I would change about Knockhill. Oh, I've got to think hard about this one. I would say have bigger series come to Knockhill, like GB3, GB4, British GT. I know it's not really possible.
That's about to say it's not necessarily down to Knockhill. That is down to the
I
FIA
don't
because
know
of the size of the track.
If we have down at Knockhill, because I know we used to, like a while ago. But if we have like GB3, GB4, especially at Knockhill, I would be hyped because you get some really good drivers on them. Like Bianca Bustamante, she races in them as well. There's some really good drivers in there. That I think we all love to see at Knockhill, but it's just unfortunate.
I'm sorry, but I do not want to see Bianca Bustamante at Knockhill.
I don't know around as well. I just looked it up on the camera once.
There's a whole sorry, Bianca, but I don't like you.
Yeah. Again, I think, and again, if I put my adult head on, I think Amber kind of touched on it a wee bit there. It's down more to FIA, MSA, Motorsport UK, whatever the governing body is for that one. If you have these open wheel series and faster series, depending on where you go off, it could be catastrophic because the runoff areas are not as big as at some other tracks. It's not going to be much of a spectacle, really, if these things are doing. I mean, what the touring cars, they're doing about 55 second laps, possibly.
Something like that.
If some of these cars are doing 40-second laps, it's not going to be much of a spectacle, if you get what I mean. I might be completely wrong with it, but there was a couple of years ago, if anybody watching this or listening to this, if you go into YouTube and look up Charlie Shaw Knockhill, I don't know if any of you ever remember Charlie Shaw. He had a Ford Focus, I think it was a Mark 1 or a Mark 2, and he put a Cosworth engine in this thing. And he started at the back of the grid one day in the Sports and Saloons or whatever it was. And by the end of the first lap, he had overtaken 15 cars. His car was that quick.
Jesus.
Yeah. The back 5 were MX-5s, but he still got past the Porsches, the Subarus.
I mean,
it was really good.
Crazy. Oh, man.
Look it up on YouTube, Aaron, when we've done this. Charlie Shaw, Knockhill, and you're looking for the one where he's got his GoPro set up on the bottom of the bumper. Because he's got the GoPro, the bottom of the screen is going forwards. The top left, I think, is behind. And the top right is another one above the car. And you basically get a full 360 of it. This thing is rapid. I'm gutted the guy doesn't race anymore because imagine what he could have done with that thing.
Mm-hmm.
That is quite crazy. Just on the topic of just like stuff like that, Knockhill. Amber, what's like just a random thing you've seen at Knockhill? Just
a random thing that I've seen at Knockhill.
Just a random thing. Can't be a cat if I wanted to.
I haven't seen a cat, not yet. I have seen on post 3 when I was marshalling. It was my first day marshalling, in fact. So I was at the TCR weekend back in 2023, one of the two. Randomly, just out of nowhere, this tiny little mouse just comes and sits and stands at the flag point and just would not move for a good 3 hours. Even though we were flagging around it, we were running out of incidents. This mouse that was not scared of anything, just would not move. And then the next day, we'd come back and he didn't reappear. We called him Marshall Mouse, but Marshall Mouse doesn't reappear the next day. But yeah, that was probably the weirdest thing. Marshall Mouse.
But yeah, just to add to my point, by the way, about stuff I did not kill, TCR, I want that back. Just because
TCR was brilliant.
I know if it's different. I just want TCR. Why not? Just give me it.
Yeah, TCR was brilliant.
Come here, race. Okay, I'll give you that.
The thing I remember most from that weekend is Callum Newsham and his TCR car. He got a meatball flag, so a black and orange flag, for his, I think it was his exhaust, dragging and sparking along Yeah, long ground. I was post 3 at Duffus. He ignored it. Obviously, because you got like 3 laps to obviously respond to it. Or those should be as soon as possible, but 3 laps is usually the given. He ignored it. So then he got black flagged. And again, you've only got 3 laps to respond to that. There were only 3 laps left of the race, so he just continued. I'm like, really, bro?
I mean, did he get disqualified?
He did. At the end of the race, he got disqualified, but he did the full race.
Right, but
Do you know what though? The guy's paid to be there. Why not? If he's only got 3 left, you might as well get your money's worth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, no, I won't think there's something random I could think of Knockhill. I remember my first race weekend at Knockhill. So not the first Marshall, my first race weekend. I've told this before when we did the episode of Chris, the second one.
Yes.
With Ella Lloyd. I remember sitting up for the F4 start because I was like, really excited for F4. So I was like, whoa, it's like F1 cars, but smaller. Because that's how my 13-year-old brain worked. And yeah, we're sitting wait for the start and they go, whoa, you go. And then you just I'm looking down to the left as you come down Duffus. And I just up to the right and it's, oh, okay. And then there's Ella Lloyd coming across gravel trap, flipping. And then, like, literally, everybody's at Duffus. Everyone was sat back on the seat, saw up at the catch fence, watching start. 2 seconds later, after that happened, there's like a crowd of like 300 people at the catch fence. But yeah, she was fine after it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But it's just one of the random things that I remember. Because it's the first weekend that happened. It's a good first weekend I have, actually, 34 touring cars.
I think my first ever weekend, like as a spectator at Knockhill, was 2020 touring cars 2021. I want to say maybe 2021.
Well, 21 would have been the first one after COVID.
So yeah, it was that one.
That's a pretty good point to wrap up on.
Well, I was going to ask another question.
All right, go on. That's one
I was going to answer the question actually.
Oh, good point. I bet you 2 quid, Johnson, about something.
So my most random thing at Knockhill is getting permission of Stuart Gray to go up on a Tuesday afternoon to record TikTok videos when the track was closed. It was properly airy and we had access to the light panels and they gave us flags. And if you go into that Marshall fella's TikTok, you'll see the video pinned at the top of the page. And we did a whole round the track and what you can see from this post, what you can see from that post. That was weird being at the track when there's nobody there. It was literally me, Double R, Stuart Gray, a couple of ground staff, Gillian Shedden and the office staff. That was it. Nobody else was there. That was weird.
All I'm saying, by the way, Knockhill, I have ideas. You know, like, happily let me do that. I'm not asked, but you know.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
The only thing I will say is when we did that video, Knockhill hadn't got their full social media team up and running yet. They still had adverts online for social media people. They now do have social media people. But as long as you're doing it in like a Marshall sense and you're not stepping on Knockhill's toes type thing, Stuart Gray would probably be fine with it. But next time you're up, mate, when you're in assembly, when the cars have went out and you're sitting about for another hour doing hee-haw, just go up to the office and ask for them.
Yeah, I mean, I'll kill on Sunday anyways, for the testing.
There you go.
Are you up for testing?
Perfect time.
The Legends and Saloons testing this Sunday, so that's tomorrow when this gets released. So I'm just going to add this to the end of the podcast, because why not? If you listen to this one, doesn't know. Legends have the test on Sunday. All we know about Legends so far, as far as I'm aware, from what I know, is they have 3 classes, Legends A, B, and C. We have no idea how many cars are each of those classes. I guess around 15. That makes sense. But then, yeah, we've got no ideas. So, go up Sunday. If all the Legends are there, you'll be able to see how many there are. We'll get at least a decent idea if how many are there. And yeah,
who's flicking a pen or something? All I can hear about every 5 seconds is like click, 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 click.
You can hear.
Sorry.
Oh, that was all weird. We've got saloons as well. I've not know what the saloons are, so anyone come see some saloons, why not? Have fun. Come on. But yeah, no. Sunday you got test at Knockhill, and in a month or so we're back racing. So about 4 podcasts, I think, after this one.
Don't say that.
And how many days will that be for the series?
48 today. Today's Thursday. 46 on the day of release.
Excellent. And if you don't
36.
already, guys, go onto the Cadet Marshall's TikTok page and there's a cracking series on there about all your fun facts from Knockhill, counting down from, what was it, 110 Or 112 or 115? I can't remember because you kept changing it.
It was supposed to be 99 days, and I realized that my math horrifically wrong, and it was 112 because I went off the 5th of April Easter hot hatch meet. Thinking that was an actual meet, but it wasn't.
All right.
I'm off it. So you won't check it out, you can go check it out. But for now, you check the from the bank in, and I think is that done there?
I've got one more question I would like to ask.
Right, go. Finish.
2 drivers you'd have in the same car in an endurance race.
One person called Jen.
John?
Jenson Button, Kimi Räikkönen. Because
Cool.
Jenson Button's done the endurance racing before, and I think Kimi
He does.
would get bored halfway through, get out, Jenson would get back in and win it.
Yeah, fair enough. I've got a couple, because of course I do, because I've thought of this question. Jason Plato and Matt Neal.
Okay.
Gordon Shannon and Rory Butcher, the brothers. Or sorry,
Well,
brother-in-laws. Arthur and Charles Leclerc, the 2 brothers.
not bad.
Yeah, actual 2 brothers.
Little
And yeah, and Abby Pulling and Dorian Pan.
that'd be good.
Yeah, that'd be quite good.
So there you go. There's all the drivers I could think of, all the pairings I could think of
Nice.
that sort of inspired that question.
No, that's not.
Unless either of you 2 have another question.
No, I'm good.
Right, happy days then.
Happy
So,
days.
everybody, that has been the From the Mouth podcast you've listened to. What episode is this, John?
This will be episode 11.
There you go, episode 11. And
Crikey.
it's Chinese Grand Prix weekend. We've got Not Kill Tests on Sunday. There's also Kenwood Race Ball, got another meet on Saturday. And Team Motorsport on this weekend to watch. I think there's NASCAR.
We've got
on this
IndyCar
weekend
as well.
We're coming back into the season, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Yeah.
And if you
that's
can't get
it.
to Knock Hill to watch any racing, get down to your local track. There'll be something somewhere. If it's Speedway or anything, get down and support your local motorsport.
Just like everybody says with sports, always watch local.